Alright, welcome back. Another episode of Sonic Adventures 2 Battle. Another late freaking Sunday. I should have gotten this stuff recorded on a goddamn Friday, but I was rafting it up and then stuff. I don't know. A lot of things have just been going on, and I have a bunch of stuff that I have to get finished. You know, the whole Heavenly Deadland and Elementals Reborn stories. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, Sus. Getting him max because why not? Sus is green now. I've got to remember, I'm not looking for orange. I'm looking for green. Green. So I gotta get you some more Chaos Emeralds. Continue swimming. So yes, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Now I have some plans. But I should let you know that currently, at this point in time, the project is doing quite nicely. I have 3 rows finished. Technically, yeah, 3 rows. Just want to see if there's anything in the key slot. The Chaos Emerald, and also the GameCube, but it's hard to say. I mean, yeah, it's good to get all the other stats up, but in terms of getting the stamina up, it's not the best, apparently. But all the other stats gets a raise, so that's good. But the project is coming along quite nicely, which is great. You know, if that continues to do good, then I can get it done with quicker, and then when I get to the end of the project, it'll be ready to be posted in mid-March. But aside from that, I do have another drawing idea I have in mind. It's hopefully not going to be as arduous as Criteria. It's from an era when Criteria was made. In the sense that it is a... what do you call it? Let me lower this some more because, my god, this is still so loud. In the sense that it was made in high school and middle school. Now, you know Crash Bandicoot, right? Have you ever heard about making warp rooms? Warp room concepts, basically? That's something I want to try to bring back, because why not? I don't have a lot of landscape and scenery drawings to remake. So I would say that is a pretty good idea. My god, where the fuck's the GameCubes and Chaos Emeralds? Anyways, yeah, that's what I plan on doing. I had a book on it somewhere, I just don't remember where I had put it. It's definitely not here. But, probably at my mother's. Pay a visit at some point. Don't know when. It just snowed and it's night, and I'm probably going to work tomorrow. Or in this case, tonight, because of already. No, it is technically tonight, because it's coming out at 12. I don't know. I don't know how bad the snow is gonna get. I mean, I would kind of hope I could just take like it's either a sick day or a vacation day. I don't know how exactly or when it. But why are you asleep? I was looking for you. Look, I know, but it's time to consume. Oh yeah, no, your stamina should be fine for a bit. I just need to get your other stats maxed. But, I mean, yeah, that's why I got you the Chaos Drives, but I need to get you more Chaos Drives. I mean, if I give you a steady supply of power and running, you will technically eventually get to where you need to get to. I want to turn Sus into a Sumo Chow. And the only way to do that is to get him to a power magnitude, or a magnitude of power. Nothing more than power. Which means I might need to get rid of Swim. I don't know, we'll have to like wait until Sus reaches to a level where he can technically do what needs to be done. It's a shame that Sus still isn't anywhere near where he needs to be, but that's just how it goes. In order to be able to get any form of... oh god, he's gonna go for a GameCube. Damn it. Pick up. No! Okay, that works too. Oh, that was a close one. He almost ate a GameCube. That's supposed to be Sus's job right now. Also, everything's recording just fine, right? I didn't really... Yeah, everything's recording just fine. I like how I still have to do this. Because for some reason the thing just does not want to work okay. There you go. Yeah, I do wonder why the original game didn't allow you to play as, like, the PvP characters. Like, it makes so much sense, right? Like, you have, like, of course, the main 6 characters of this game. But why limit... Oh, wow, playing that gives you intelligence. Or eating that gives you intelligence. Which doesn't make sense, because I feel like eating metals would make you dumber. Eating metal and electronics. Yeah, I don't know, that's just how this goes, I guess. Oh, for crying out loud, just eat the damn Chaos Emerald. Anyways, warp rooms. That's the one thing I want to, like, talk about here is, anybody miss the warp rooms of Crash Bandicoot? Of course, you didn't even do anything there. Yeah, I kind of miss those. You don't really have that many warp rooms in Crash Bandicoot, and there's, like, a handful of them. And 2, you got the one that's, like, all around. Oh my god, you just fucking mouthing this Chaos Emerald and not doing anything with it. What the fuck? You're really annoying me here, sus. Just keep eating it like that. Anyways, yeah, this Crash 2 warp room with the, wrap-around portals. That's kind of the idea I have in mind for whenever I get to a point where I can make, kind of a... I wouldn't say a Crash parody game, but more so a game inspired off of it. With a warp room being from Crash 2, but with a whole bunch of stuff happening in the background. And then, of course, the objectives being different, but still at least having some similarities in terms of collecting a gem. But you're more so collecting coins and collecting gems for another thing. I don't want to, like, get spoiled too much on what that potential idea could be in the future. Right now I gotta focus on a paint maze, so that's kind of like my major focus. This paint maze. And then there's 3's warp room, which is basically just a whole, you know, a hub area with like pathways leading to, for fuck's sakes, leading to the warp room areas. With like 5 to 6 buttons if you have like all 5 levels completed. And then the portal in the middle. And then of course, Wrath of Cortex did the same thing, but slightly different. Not buttons this time. Though admittedly, I don't recall how you got into levels. I think you just jumped in them or something. Yeah, because in Warped, you will go on to the buttons, it shows a portal, you jump through the portal, and boom, you're in the level. And Wrath of Cortex, I don't know if it does the same thing. I feel like it... No, because I think the boss's warp button was always in the middle of the warp room place thingy. So that's where your swim goes, huh? Not nearly there, but close. Still not good at swimming, unfortunately. He's playing with his car now. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't get you a couple Chaos Emeralds. Because I don't really just like one at the moment. Yeah, maybe. So, yeah, that's Crash Wrath of Cortex. I don't need a GameCube, I need a Chaos Emerald if I want to get the stamina up. Ugh. Aside from that, though, Because it was like the only, I think, console Crash games that had that warp room style. There's the advanced one, at least only one of them though, that I remember being the first one. Although that one only had 4, and that was kind of unsatisfying because you're so used to like the 5 warp pads, 5 levels. Oh right, you're sleeping in the. Whoops. But yeah, that is. It's like I think that's the only one I can really fully remember. Kinda wish they did more of those though. I mean, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time basically had the same level selection as Crash 1 did. Yeah, in the sense that it, oh, come on, you're so close. In a sense that you basically, going through a linear little path. Although I don't... Oh, you're good? Alright, good. I'm gonna grab these chaos or drives and I'm gonna go on ahead and just get your stuff up. Oh, for crying out loud. God damn it, Wincest, you're in the way. What are you crying for, Wincest? What, you hungry? Oh god, how am I gonna do this? Hey, never mind, he's good. Oh, there goes the Chow tree. Yeah, I think those two are the only ones that have that. And of course, there's the racing games. Oh wait, right, I forgot. Bash also had something similar, though it is completely different. In the sense that it had its levels in a... Bash's warp room was definitely the strangest out of all the others. My most favorite, I think, had to be 2, though. But the... Oh. 2's warp room definitely was my favorite. But I think with this idea I have in mind, it's going to be like a mix of 3 and 2, kind of. In a sense that, you know, it has 2's, you know, thing in the middle that brings you to the next warp pad thingy, warp room thing. It'd be hilarious because we're gonna have like what is essentially the longest Crash Bandicoot game if I do this concept drawing idea for a while. Think about maybe even having like how many boxes are in there, how difficult the level is from like fucking get out of my face. 1 to 10. Describing what the level is, what kind of level you're coming across and whatnot. That's a bit... I just noticed this. What? What the hell? Wait, I just noticed. He just... How did I not notice this? First of all, his blue arm comes out of his transparent arm. And then on okay, apparently didn't do it that time, but occasionally his whole hand rotates. Damn it, I know you guys want attention, but come on, man, I gotta do stuff. You know, sound effects work perfectly for you here, Chaos, but my god, does your model not like picking things up? Which I think is strange, because isn't there technically things you still would pick up in the levels you would play as these characters? So why wouldn't this work normally? Isn't there? I mean, I guess since you don't need to really... I mean, well, you could punch... Chaos's punch is like a freaking freight train. The thing Big Smoke could only hope CJ could follow, but you never could. You never could. Definitely not Chaos. As a matter of fact, he'd probably drown, but at least he knows how to swim. Like most GTA characters in the beginning of time. Why is that so funny? And sometimes it doesn't do that. I don't get why it doesn't have times. Anyways, I'm losing track of my original thought process here. Talking about Crash Bandicoot while playing a Sonic game. And speaking of, Crash Bandicoot has such a much satisfying name to say compared to Sonic the Hedgehog. Crash Bandicoot. So it's just the same as Duke Nukem. Just when you say the Duke and then the Nukem part, the new and come, you could really feel like the satisfaction, the boom in the back of your throat. I don't know why it's satisfying to say that, but it is. Sonic, on the other hand, does not have that same satisfaction. Nor does Mario. Super Mario. I mean, Super Mario has to pee, I guess, but that's not, like, fully satisfying. Why is Crash Bandicoot so much more satisfying to say? Though it's not as satisfying as Duke Nukem. Like, it's so satisfying it makes you want to go. Anyways, tangent aside, warp room idea. 2's little warp pad. It has like 6 buttons. Maybe the boss's icon head if I decide to want to do that. Talking about like how many crates are in there, what gems are in there, the time trials, what kind of time frame we're looking at, that kind of stuff. I feel like that's a neat little idea to try out. A little concept that hopefully shouldn't be as complex as Criteria, because Criteria is so goddamn complex. It takes almost a whole week to get it done with if I'm not doing it on the weekends. And even then, the weekends, it's only enough to scratch half of it out. I can't tell you how complex that series is enough. I've already stated so many times. It's complex, painfully complex. I guess it makes sense, though, all things considered. It is a lot to do in the background, a lot of creature designs to make, and then the description of writing the said creatures basically takes the same amount of time it takes to write up an episode, a 22-minute read and imagine episode. Okay. Anyways, at the end of the day, I am get out of my fucking face, you stupid animals. I am hoping, beyond hope, within reason, that this concept series will be just fun. Because like I said, I can't do too many remakes. I don't got that many that isn't going to just go on the verge of being a bit too complex to get done with quickly. So, at this point, I might as well just try out a new concept. And this warp room concept idea, it's not a bad one. It'd be nice to do another thing that I have done in the past. It's funny because when I look back at like older drawings, I see like certain things that I have done that I've forgotten that I've done that I've somehow created like a more advanced in its own thing kind of deal. Like I had this book like kind of describing SCP creatures, and what evolved from that later on in Goddamn Animals is the Reginald's Macabre Cases series, which I wouldn't really say they're like SCPs, more like just entity type kind of deals, similar veins as SP and any other entities and strange abominations and whatnot. They're like the Creature of Dreams, where that one me-looking guy that goes, "It's ball time," and you can hear it no matter where you are. So if you're like across a football field, you'll hear it, "It's ball time," whispered in your ears as you see this little me thing running up to you with a needle. And don't let it stick you with that needle, because if it sticks you with that needle, all of your blood is just gone like that in an instant. You all just blue ball these these fucking animals. Somebody kicked the ball in there, and I heard several plonks. Several chow got blue balled. Probably water chow. He's the only one on land right now that I can see. Everybody is swimming, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now you kind of just whatever. So yeah, another thing brought back. It's like the Demon Realm was kind of a similar thing happening with Criteria, but the only difference there being Criteria only was a drawing series with 70 creatures in the book. I do vaguely recall trying to draw a mock-up of the planet, but I do vaguely remember it just looking like freaking scrambles. Oh, why are the animals getting in front of me? So it definitely wasn't like anything too interesting. Definitely not what we have now with the 10 regions that we've made. You know, what we have is so much better. I'm glad I actually went through with it despite the pain that it's given me with how long it takes to do anything. I don't know if anything else fell under that category. There's like so many things. Ah, damn it. Come on, cat. I'm trying to give Sus Max stuff for some reason because I wanted to. But yeah, just another thing being brought back that I am looking forward to. God, motherfucking damn it, you stupid fucking animals! Might as well just keep giving you power so you can get your power magnitude up. Can't be a sumo unless you get power. I'm gonna max that out even though it doesn't matter. This is as high as it goes. I just want max 4. Whoa, Sus is now maxed. Now you can go to sleep. Or go swimming, that's cool too. You've eaten good. I'm glad y'all are eating. Jesus Christ, I shall be back in a second. Alright, just snow con something, whatever you want to call it. Just checking up on how the snow is doing. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, feeding stuff. Everything recording still? Just need to double check. Yes, it is. Alright, cool. Yeah, it's snowed out there. So, are you still eating? Oh, here you go. Oh, here you go. So yeah, it's snowing. Well, it snowed. I don't know if it's gonna continue to get worse. Didn't really end up being that bad. I had like people with a snow plow at like 12 p.m. just vibrating all the apartments. It's a good thing I don't sleep at normal times because I'm B shift, but still. Man, that water looks so dreary and dull at this time of day. Yeah, it's not as egregious when you're picking up like a fruit. Cool, can't pick. Okay, there we go. One time I do want to pick you up. Yeah, you're always like that. There you go. I don't really know if we have that much time to really talk about anything. We're just sitting here waiting. I was like, oh yeah, Crash Bandicoot. I don't know what else I can really say about that. I could probably say the first warp room idea I had in mind is probably going to start off with a beach. Yeah, why not? Follow a somewhat similar, what do you call it? What's wrong, Chaos? The hell is he doing? He's just looking around. I don't know what he's doing. You're distracting. I'm trying to talk about Crash Bandicoot. You're over here looking around like you're paranoid or some shit. Oh god, now he's just... he's relapsing. Huh? That snapped him out of it. Anyways, as I was saying, Crash Bandicoot. Man, I'm gonna drill. I don't know why I did that. I do think a beach idea would be a good idea. I don't remember the exact things I did in that book. I know I had like several dozen concepts, but I don't think any of them. Oh no, there were some that were decent. Oh, he's just relapsing again. He's losing the plot. Anyways, I don't think any of them had like anything too outlandish. I think I remember there being like a temple. maybe there'd be kind of a cave. But don't forget, this is like high school drawings where, I mean, some of them were decent, but not all of them were good. It's like doodles at best. Down to a point where we've gotten like several good drawings here in Photoshop. You've seen how I've done Photoshop. Pen tool to get the outline and shape. Okay, red. Then you fill in the color. The burn and dodge tool to shade. Same thing with textures. And then just brush if you need to do like bushes, nature, and rocks and stuff. As well as particles. Oh, you're hungry. And you're about to... Okay, good. Highly different from using pencil and paper. But I still like this route we took nonetheless. Because things just look good, you know? I'm able to add like way more effects. And before it was like I had like the brush tool. Then I used like the smudge tool to kind of like make the shape. And for a time it worked. For a time it did work. But like somewhere in like album 7, album 8, somewhere around those two albums, I don't remember exactly which one, is when I started experimenting with the pen tool. So at that point I just started working with that instead, and I've been doing that ever since. It's kind of been like a good go-to to do most of what I need to do. Making certain shapes, and also I can move it around and adjust it if something's not right, and not have the pixels be completely messed up. I mean, most of the time it's not that bad if I'm like doing something like copy and pasting plants and stuff that are going to be shrunk anyways and look different. That's like most of the plants we have to deal with there in that department. But, yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to this, but it's probably gonna only occur in March. March is already a pretty hectic month with what I have to get done with. The project, at least, will hopefully be done before March even begins, so probably one less big project to worry about. What's wrong, Larchow? He just did a little hop. He did some kind of 180. Yep. Ah, you're awake? Okay, I guess you're getting this. One of you guys has got to be close to reincarnating. I don't remember who. I don't really feel like trying to see who. Whoa. I guess nobody's gonna go for the ball, huh? What's wrong, cat? And there he goes. Alright, how much time is left? A minute and a half. Let's say we're nearing done. Let me see where you're at. I don't know what I want to bring you up in. I think if I'm going to bring you up in anything, it probably should be power. Let me see where you're at right now. Just you real quick. I want to see if you're close. I mean, you're getting there. Yeah, D. It's terrible, man. It's just simply terrible. I know, right? Well, let's go. We're gonna head on back. And I will call it there. Definitely feel that cold somewhat trying to come back to Moroton, so I'm hoping to not talk too much. You're not even hungry. Why are you... Okay, you know what? That's fine. I don't even know why I gave that to you. We don't even have the time for this, so I'm just gonna delete that. Just scratch my head and get ready to call it there. Yeah, funny part is, I still gotta record Painkiller and Game Crafter. So I guess those are things I'm gonna be doing Tuesday and Wednesday respectively. game crafters first, and then painkillers. Painkillers shouldn't take too long, because I'm only doing 3 levels. I'm not doing the forest yet. Anyways, that's all the time I have for today, folks. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching today's episode of Sonic Adventures 2 Battle. I have that concept drawing that I am definitely looking forward to do with the Warp Room. So, that's great. I've said all that needed to be said for this week, so thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, today's episode of Sonic Adventures 2 Battle right over here, and the most recent episode of Lethal Company, where things are still broken. Please take care of your mods, just like the game right here. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.